Today we're going to be looking at a new product from Apple. It's the iPad.
And we'll be taking a look at 20 photography apps for the iPad.
But first, let's take a look at what's inside the box. An iPad and some bits. Designed by Apple in California. Made in China. A USB cable and a dinky little power plug. So let's plug it in and put some stuff onto the iPad. Okay, so now let's name the iPad. I'm going to call it the KaiPad.
And we're going to do it in the style of a typical YouTube video blogger.
Kind of like this, with the editing all disjointed like this. So let's start installing some applications. We're going to take a look at the top 20 free photography iPad apps on iTunes. Let's take a look at the first application. This is Bill Atkinson's Photocard Lights. It lets you use your own photos and you can make your own postcard. And then you can choose your email for the person you want to send it to. There you go. The recipient will surely gag when they see that. Next up is Digital Photo Frame HD, which lets you turn your iPad into a digital photo frame. Okay, so you can show your work off to your dinner guests and gloat over it. Let's try Filterstorm. This promises some minor editing tools, so you can edit your photos on the go. Let's try this one. So you've got some functions like crop, then you've got an array of filters, such as vignette, sharpen, posterize, tone map, box blur and scale. But for some reason, for every minor thing that you do, it takes time for processing.
And processing, 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 and more processing.
Right, let's try out Foto Editor. Let's hope this proves to be a better application than the last one. This app has also got an array of filters and effects. Some simple ones like mirror. Let's try it out. I'm not sure what kind of mirror these app developers have at their house, but mine doesn't turn my face blue. Now the rotate effect does actually rotate the image, but it also turns it blue. The brightness also works, but it also turns it blue. Let's try sepia. Oh, and it's blue. That's a surprise. Let's try grayscale. Oh my god, it's blue again. Wow, that app was a bit blue. Let's quit this application. Okay, Frame HD. This is rubbish. You can't choose your own photos. And you can't even choose what category of photos that you want to see. So you might get a right couple of monkeys. So up next, an application made by professionals. Now the Guardian Eyewitness application, let's check it out. Basically it's like a photo gallery of all the latest pics from photojournalists around the world. It requires a connection to the internet, of course. What you do get is some truly stunning photos. Jolly good job. But the amazing thing is that the Guardian iPad app developers in England don't actually have access to an iPad. Now, it probably won't be a very mature thing to gloat about the fact that we have an iPad. We've got an iPad. Next one is Impression. You can add your own watermark here. Kai W. Done. And you can change the opacity. That's actually pretty useful. LightTrac. This app actually lets you see the position of the sun at any given place. So over there, you can find out the times for sunrise, sunset. What's more, you can view the moonrise, moonset and moon phases, which can be quite useful for planning an outdoor photo shoot. This is the National Press Photographers Association application. Basically just a load of updates from the NPPA. Photo Frame, the slideshow player for Flickr. It features a mystical panda called Ling Ling. I kid you not. Let's click the mystical panda. Basically, Ling Ling just picks random pictures. Why they show me photos of the Ku Klux Klan? You can choose the most interesting photos, or the most recent ones. Unfortunately, you can't log into your own account, so you can't show your own photos. Then you also have applications for PhotoBucket. Quite a nice looking application. It will play random images. Basically another photo frame. And a Picassa Player, which plays photos from your Picassa account onto Presto Frame. So you can log into one of your photo hosting sites, like Flickr, and play a slideshow of photos. And we have a Reuters gallery, which should be a bit like the Guardian application. Photojournalist photos. Photopad. Another editing tool for the iPad. Crop the image, and it's actually better than the other one because you can move it around the screen. Let's choose that as a crop. And that's very snappy. And you've got a little history here so you can go back to the previous. Sketch. So you can absolutely ruin your images with a rather comical phallic object. Let's cancel that. There's some interesting filters here, such as cutout. A sepia that actually works. It doesn't turn your image blue. Grayscale, negative. You can adjust the contrast and brightness. Give it a little tint. You can make some color adjustment. Saturation map and posterize. And then click save, and then you're done. That's actually not that bad, and it's completely free. Photopad gets the 2 thumbs up. BeautifulWorld is basically a load of nature photos taken by photographers from around the world. Here's SmugMug. And the last of the free apps, SDPFp. That's a very catchy name. It's basically another slideshow application. As standard, the iPad already has a very decent slideshow feature, which lets you play music and change the type of transition. Because there weren't enough free apps, we paid for 2 photography apps to make it 20. So let's buy camera A and try it out. And it's done. Okay, along with camera A, I now need to install camera B on the iPhone, which is free, thankfully. Now this app lets you pair up your iPad with an iPhone 3GS. Then you can remotely control the iPhone's camera using the iPad, which is perfect for peeping toms and perverts. So you could probably use it as a kind of CCTV for catching out naughty people. Okay, so first of all, I need to place my iPhone in a location where I can see my subject. And it's quite handy because the Canon makes a nice paperweight, or bookends if you've got 2 of them. So it's the perfect device to prop up an iPhone with. Now let's hide. Then the second paid app is a fake tilt shift generator,
which does exactly what the name says.
Also, all the faces that you've named and the places that you've tagged in iPhoto show up on the iPad also. So that's it. Now all we have to do is paint it pink enter.